And as the Omicron variant drives the surge in the United States, the White House hosted a virtual meeting with state governors in the face of the rapid rise in Omicron cases. U.S. President Joe Biden has vowed to increase testing, also said that hospitals could be overrun by the latest surge in COVID-19 cases, but stressed that the country is generally well prepared. Biden claimed that the rapid spread of Omicron variant will not have the same impact as the initial outbreak of COVID-19 in 2020 or the Delta surge in 2021.
It's clearly not enough. If we'd known, we would have gone harder, quicker if we could have. Because steps we have to be taken to increase the number of authorized tests, we're now able to purchase 500 million at-home rapid tests to be sent to the American people for free when they request it. And we're going to continue to use the Defense Production Act to produce as many tests as possible. And starting in 2 weeks, private insurance will reimburse you for the cost of at-home tests. We're providing access to free tests for folks who don't have insurance. But we have to do more. We have to do better. And we will.
Americans are looking to safely gather with family and friends over the New Year holiday and are seeking out testing amid the case surge. Acknowledging long lines, chaotic scenes, Biden referenced his administration's plan to make 500 million rapid tests available. The increased tests will begin next month through an as-yet-to-be-developed website. Now, the Biden administration has faced criticism for a shortage in the availability of rapid coronavirus tests.
Welcome, Mr. President. This is actually the 40th time we've convened
state solutions, and the production of 500 million rapid tests that will be distributed by the federal government is great.
Look, there is no federal solution. This gets solved.
The new steps include using a law called the Defense Production Act to increase production of at-home tests, but Biden conceded that the government's efforts have not gone far enough. The U.S. president would also support shortening COVID-19 quarantine requirements for those who test positive. U.S. health authorities currently recommend a 10-day quarantine period for most Americans who test positive for COVID-19. But last week, authorities said healthcare workers who contract the virus can return to work after 7 days of isolation. Rising COVID cases snarled air travel over Christmas weekend. Flight crews contracted the virus. Thousands of flights were cancelled. On the fourth straight day of cancellations of U.S. airlines, cancelled about 800 flights on Monday. Now, this new and highly transmissible Omicron variant is spiking daily caseload in parts of America, with active infections soaring to levels higher than last winter's pandemic peak. This week, the states that reported most number of active cases were Delaware, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York. This is also the week which has reported the highest cases, more than any other 7-day period data, even as some studies suggest that Omicron cases are likely to be less severe. Experts have warned for a surge of infections as millions of Americans still remain unvaccinated. This could even create a severe strain on the healthcare systems. Hospitalizations are up too. Now, nearly 71,000 Americans have been hospitalized with COVID infection, which is again 8% higher than the previous peak. New York has reported a worrying trend of pediatric hospitalizations as well. According to the city's health department, there has been a 4-fold increase in COVID-19 hospital admissions for children under the age of 18. Half of those being hospitalized fall under the age of 5 years, an age group that is vaccine ineligible. The Omicron variant has been compounded by holiday celebrations. Airlines across the world cancelled nearly 8,000 flights over the 3-day Christmas weekend due to staff shortage triggered by the spread of the Omicron variant and bad weather. According to flightware.com, over 1,600 flights were cancelled on Monday, with just under a third affecting the United States alone. Along with crowding at the airports, there is rush at COVID-19 testing centers, especially in New York City. America's pandemic advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, has also acknowledged a COVID testing problem in the country. has vowed to make more tests available to Americans by next month. Also emphasized that the Biden administration is ramping up measures to tackle the spike of COVID-19 infections. Last week, President Joe Biden had announced a raft of new measures to combat the infection, included shipping 500 million free home test kits. However, the White House is facing strong criticism over the fact that many COVID-19 tests will not be available until January next year. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.